That is good banter.
Oh, Timmy, Sarge, here you go, mate.
Holy shit, we are really doing it. Holy
Mate.
fuck me swinging. Welcome back. You are fresh off the plane.
You are
You've got
rugged
your-
up like you're just climbing Everest or something.
It is
You
fucking
are-
fresh. Listen to that rain. It is. We're a long way from bloody
New York and
Miami
San
Beach.
Francisco,
Wherever you've been bloody
Hunts,
hanging
Wrightsville Beach.
Wrightsville,
Virginia
Wrongsville,
Beach. Went to Virginia Beach. Vagina Beach.
What? You're fresh off the plane. You've still got your bloody airplane headphones on. You got your
Got my little. They
your-
gave me a blanket.
a little blanket. Did you knock it off?
I didn't actually. I thought. I don't know why. Don't know why I didn't. They were nice little blankets. They were good. So
Yeah.
Well, how's this? This is my last 48 hours. So
Talk us through it. 48 hours.
all right. So leave. Get up early. Get up at 4:30 a.m. New York time Saturday morning.
Yep. This is like a Quentin Tarantino. So you're starting with the finish of the
Yeah.
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 And then we've got to piece it all together and find out how we got
We'll go
there.
back to the start because
Yep.
that's
where it
the
all
cool
started.
stuff. This
Yeah.
is just the travel though. So essentially it was 6:30 p.m.
Yep.
Saturday night Australian time.
Oh, that would have hurt leaving on a Saturday night at 6:30 because you would have been like,
But essentially, so that's Australian time.
Oh, okay.
So New York is 14 hours behind Australia. Yeah. So,
I can't work that out.
Oh, no, this is tough. This is not a great start to a podcast when
No.
we're working this out. All right, so essentially, 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m. Saturday night Australian time. That's when we're leaving the hotel in New York.
Yep.
Jump on a train, go out to Newark Airport,
Yep.
fly from New York 6 hours
Yep.
over to San Francisco.
San Fran. Yep.
San Fran, 6 hours. Then we've got a nine-hour stopover.
Jesus. What do you do? Did you leave the airport?
Yeah, I didn't leave the airport. I thought
9
by the
hours. You
time
could have bloody.
yeah, but you grab your bags,
Oh, okay.
you sort of stuff around a bit, you work everything out, and you go, fuck. We'd done 3 days in San Francisco, which I'll get into
Yep.
later.
You've gone to Alcatraz.
I did that.
Oh, okay, already been to
I've already
Alcatraz.
been. You don't. It's one of those things you don't really need to go to twice.
Yeah, okay.
Alcatraz.
Yeah.
It was
Better on the.
We'll talk about
yeah.
it. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. So anyway, stop over, jump on the plane back to Australia. 14 hours on the plane back to Australia. Get into Sydney. Little stop over there. So by the time I get back to Mornington, I get back at 12:30 p.m. today.
Yep.
If we add it all up, we put that all in the add it all up. 42 hours from the
Yuck.
time I left. 42 hours from the time I left the hotel in New York till the door goes up on the roller door at Mornington. 42 fucking hours.
Yeah, it's a fair old. It's a fair stint. It's a shame every holiday's got to finish with a trip home. And the only way you could avoid that is if you went to Bali and got done with heroin or something, and
Just
there
stay
wasn't
there for 20
wasn't
years.
Yeah, there was no trip home. But that's the thing, because when you go, well, especially if you're
Trip
going to the
there's
States,
great.
well, because you leave at 9:30 on Tuesday,
You get there.
You travel for fucking feels like 2 days. You get there, it's 9:30 on Tuesday, and you're like, fucking hell.
The time stood still.
And all of a sudden, but on the way home, you leave at 8:30 on Wednesday. You get home, it's
you
fucking
lose a fucking
2060. Like
Yeah, okay.
your life's fucked. You come home, your family and friends are all dead.
Yeah,
It's,
they're gone.
yeah, it's bloody. It's rough. The trip back, it's
Yeah, and I thought, because I spoke to you quickly.
Yep.
You said, oh, yeah, you're sweet for 4 or whatever. We're recording on a Monday.
Yep.
I said, yeah, no dramas. I thought, what I'll do, I'm a bit, I wasn't feeling too bad. I thought, I'll just get a little nap in. And I probably napped for a bit longer. I woke up and it felt like it was 2060. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what's going on here? I felt like I was 85 and...
well, I shouldn't
Yeah,
have
the
to
life was
tell
over.
you. It's pretty much A, common sense, B, rule 101 of travel, of jet lag avoidance is wherever you land, you just got to
You
straight
gotta go
away.
with it.
You got to live their day. You live their hours straight away. So, and you had a kip. You broke the fucking number one rule straight away.
I'm
So
good
mate,
now. I cranked down 500 mils of E, and good.
Oh, that's good.
We're all good to
Yeah,
go.
that's
All good to go.
Good
so,
stuff. So
so good times, mate.
Tell me all about it. Well, I know what do you want to play through it? Always, when someone goes on a holiday, you always ask them, but it's not normally people I do a podcast with. I say, what was the highlight?
Oh,
The
well,
two.
the highlight was obviously the comedy in New York.
Yeah,
I've got some good stories about that, but I'll maybe start in San Fran. That's where you've been to San Francisco?
No, I haven't. It's is it the new city of brotherly love?
Like where a lot of gays are.
Is that right? Yeah.
They say it's the gay capital of the United States. That's why Kristen said we'll go there for 3. I said, can we go there for 3 weeks? I love the blokes.
Oh,
but, San Fran had a bit of a vibe, like it was sort of like like a Melbourne sort of vibe. It was cafes. They do have trams.
Yep.
Cafes. It's fucking hilly, real fucking hilly.
Yeah.
A lot of hills.
Saw that famous picture you see with the tram going over the hill.
Yeah, down the hill.
I'm sure it also goes up.
Yeah, it does go up.
Sometimes
otherwise,
when it's heading home.
A bit of a log jam at the bottom, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it cost a fortune in trams if they just got rid of them whenever they got to the bottom.
Yeah, that's it.
But you sent me a picture which nearly blew my tiny little dick off the moment you landed.
This is big. So we got in there, and Kristen, and we're catching up with one of Kristen's friends who she studied with over in the States.
Yep.
Loz, who she is, she's been a bit of a traveller. She's a bit of a gypsy. She lived over here for a bit. She's got a place in Mexico. She's been living in Salt Lake City in Utah.
On the run.
She's on the run.
Leaving a trail of broken hearts.
Oh, yeah, she is actually.
Is she?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, no, but it's all good. So
seems okay if it's a woman.
Yeah.
A guy doing that just banging.
Oh, no. No, it was a bit more complicated than that.
Okay, all right.
Well, there's some broken hearts, but it's mutual decision.
Yeah.
Mutual decision.
Well, if it's a mutual decision, there's not normally broken hearts, so.
No. Well, sometimes with the mutual thing, they say it's mutual, but then it's never always mutual.
Nah,
like,
it's
how
hard.
mutual can it be?
It's pretty, yeah. Well, we're not here.
You're just on the same day. You go, yeah, this isn't working out.
Yeah.
Shake hands and kiss on the cheek and go, that's mutual.
Unless you were both to catch each other cheating at exactly the same time.
Yeah.
Like you walked in to the bedroom and said, hey, and your partner's in bed rooting someone. You go, what are you doing?
Someone else in.
And they go, well, who's that bloke? And fair play to you because I was going to bang him.
I was going to bang him, but
yeah.
I pulled a sickie from work and it looks like you've done the same thing.
And they'll be like, well,
do you want to put the keys in the
how
bowl?
about
Mix it up?
How about we have a mutual decision here?
How about an
we
orgy?
both go our separate ways. Don't think an orgy be.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
No, yeah.
You might. Yeah, I've never been involved in an orgy, but
as Lawrence Mooney's mum used to always say, you don't get invited to an orgy, you start one.
Yeah, they're sort of hard to watch on Pornhub as well. There's a bit too much going on.
Yeah, I need to
just focus on one chick, one bloke. Because there's a bit happening over here and you hear other voices. There's too much noise and then they cut. Something's going good with one couple and then they cut over to another couple and they're not even having sex. And it's just weird.
It's all right with a couple of Dexies in you, but with the ADHD watching an orgy, I'm all over the shop. I'm bloody focusing on the blender, sitting up on the fucking bench.
The guy wearing socks. You're like, well, take your socks off.
Take your socks off, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. So
anyway,
so Kristen's booked the accommodation. We're meeting Loz at San Fran Airport. She's coming in from Mexico, so she flies in. We meet and we go, all right, let's. How do we get to the Airbnb? What are they doing here? Are they doing Ubers? Are they doing taxis? Are they riding camels? I don't know what the fuck goes on in. She said, we'll get a lift. So we get a LYFT.
LY, a lift.
That's like a lift. Yeah. So it's a ride share company, and obviously we got no internet. So Loz booked it up. We go to the Airbnb. So what's the setup here? What's the setup with this, Chris? What's what are we doing? I said, you sort of just email these people, and they go, when are you coming in? Here's the code. And you go into the Airbnb. That's how it usually works, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been to a couple.
Yeah.
It's always a bit awkward. You never really feel at home, I don't reckon.
No. Well, this was even worse because we were just in a spare room at this couple's house.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And they're living there.
Yeah, that is shit.
Did
you know that was going to happen?
No. Kristen didn't know. She didn't know that the wife and the husband were in there with maybe a 1.5-year-old kid. So
that's and they're obviously.
I think it might have been for them. Just maybe they were looking for the orgy.
Yeah, I don't know. The 1-year-old kid being there's a bit crook.
Yeah, well, you just lock him in a room by himself.
Okay. No, I reckon they're obviously things aren't going great financially.
Yeah.
If you've got a 2-bedroom pad, you've got a kid, and you're getting some bloody
strangers,
some whack jobs from
Australia.
Australia, yeah. But it must have said she mustn't have read the.
I think she read it wrong.
Yeah, she read it wrong. You can't just have that. You can't just imagine getting a hotel, and you go into your hotel at bloody, and there's just a bloke sitting in a bloody fucking deck chair in the corner.
Yeah, with his wife and a 1-year-old kid. Yeah, what are you doing here, fuckwit?
You'd be going down and complaining. So
yeah. So they were lovely. And we didn't really, they were great to chat to. They're travellers themselves. So I think they're pretty freewheeling, free-dealing.
I couldn't give a fuck who they are. You're not there to hang out with two people you don't even know and their kid.
No, well, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
so what are you meant to be going out for dinner with these people?
No, we only had a couple of nights there, so
okay.
We just sort of chat to them. Oh, hey, how you going? And they gave us a few recommendations, and we were out during the day. You know what it's like when you're travelling.
Yeah.
You're not hanging in your shitty room that you got to share with your wife and one of her friends.
But I also know that sometimes you like to come home at night and watch a bit of telly in your jocks, or bloody after a few drinks, get home and rip your partner's clothes
knickers
off and just bloody make
throw 'em round
sweet love in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You don't need to be making love in the kitchen with a fucking creche in the corner.
No, it's not good, mate. It's not good.
Some mum trying to get a child on the boob or something.
Yeah. Actually, look.
That might be
the
sort
lady.
of
The
five
lady was all right, actually.
Yeah,
she was. Anyway,
neither here nor there.
So that was that was a bit different. But good start. And first day, because Kristen and Loz, they studied over in the States, so they've done a bit of the States.
Okay, yeah.
My missus, she'd done Alcatraz. She said, I don't need to do that shit all again.
She'd spent a bit of time in the clink.
She loves it behind the bars.
Yeah.
So I went out to Alcatraz. You've never been to Alcatraz?
No, never been to Alcatraz.
No, nice showers set up at Alcatraz.
Yeah, well, I've reviewed them. You know that, yeah.
Yes,
Some follower of my footy page once sent me a photo and said, check this shit out. So I did a review, and there's even like a pole that you can hold on for dear life while,
and you can go around it because it's double-sided, so you can You can look at your mates. Like, you don't even have to sneak a look at your mate's cock, because you can just you look at, like, if you and me were having a shower, we'd be over one side holding onto the pole going, hey, Tommy, are you having a big day?
Oh, there'd be big days, small days, medium days, everywhere. It'd just be an absolute cockfest.
Yeah, I'll put the photo up on the Instagram.
Could you use the showers?
No, they didn't have.
Did you have to share the bathroom with this couple?
No, we had an ensuite.
Oh, okay.
We had an ensuite, so that was good.
Yeah, that's good.
It was nice.
Good.
It was cool. It was cool. Funky little vibe, San Francisco.
Yeah.
So that was cool. So I went out to Alcatraz and...
Now, one more question about the showers at Alcatraz.
Talk to me.
So each person have their own hot and cold shower. Okay.
Yeah, that'd fuck up a lot. Because you probably could have had about 50, maybe not 50, but, at least sort of 30 people in the shower.
Because you have 3 and someone touches it, it fucks it. Imagine trying to get 50 people to get it exactly right.
And I'm tipping, like at a footy club, there's always a plumber. Like, I don't know how many plumbers were at Alcatraz.
No.
It's funny. I think it ran for about 30 years, Alcatraz. And
they
only had about 1,500 prisoners or something like that. It seems like they would have had more out there. Or maybe I fucked that mass up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was over 3 weeks ago since I did. So
only one person escaped, no?
Yeah, I think someone tried to swim, which...
I think lots of people tried to swim.
Yeah, I don't know how far they got. I just don't know what's in that water. It's pretty spooky.
Yeah.
Pretty spooky. But anyway, that was good to do. And now it's basically turned into a tourism thing.
Yep.
And just birds everywhere. Birds and gulls. It smelled like shit. Alcatraz. Bird shit. There were just birds and water gulls and that everywhere. So really fucking stunk when you came in on the ferry and the breeze was blowing, the smell of the birds and that. But
that's
if
Alcatraz for you.
Just do it. Get out there. It's amazing to see. A lot of lot of big name prisoners.
Biggest name prisoner there?
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember, but I think
Did you go to Alcatraz?
Yeah, well, it's 3 weeks ago. You can't even remember what you did
Yeah,
this
that's
morning.
true.
So,
That is true.
yeah, because we're catching up. We're catching up.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I thought I'll just walk around San Francisco, and up and down the hills. But then that night, Kristen finally got some internet because you sort of that's the thing. It's like going back to the 1980s when because you got no reception.
Well, you can pay $10 a day
Yeah,
to get your phone calls and all that sort of shit. But if you left your roaming, I've heard some horror stories about people get home from holiday and they're like,
they got a bill of
40
grand.
grand. Yeah, because it's just been the whole time it's been searching for little Aussie satellite up there, and it's fucking it's barking up the wrong tree because the Aussie satellite's on the other side of the planet.
It's shooting up a bit of
juice,
cash. Yeah, so
yeah.
Because I've done
the amount
that
of porn
before.
you're bloody downloading, you're bloody
Jesus. All the orgy porn.
Yeah,
you don't want to be doing that.
Nah.
Because I've done that. I did that over in Europe over 10 years ago. And Mum, because bills were going, this is when I was moving back to Melbourne from Port Douglas, and the bills were going to Mum and Dad, and they said, I suggest you stop fucking making phone calls and turn your global roaming off, champ. Because if you don't, I don't think there's much chance of you moving out of this joint for a while. So anyway, like Kristen said, whatever you do, leave it on plane mode. So I did.
Yep.
So I did. So we had the Wi-Fi, and
there's Wi-Fi everywhere over there, isn't there?
There's Wi-Fi everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like
the streets have got Wi-Fi sometimes.
They do. Everywhere in New York had Wi-Fi. Not so much San Francisco.
No.
And the speed that it down. Like I put the Good Banter podcast up on the YouTube. Fucking, it was up in like 2 minutes.
Serious?
Yeah.
Just from a cafe sort of vibe.
Yeah.
They're ahead of us, aren't they?
Oh, they are ahead of us.
They are
ahead of us. In some parts. The other parts behind us. But anyway, so we managed to get in touch because Kristen and Loz, they're looking around. They don't want to go to Alcatraz, so they're doing their own thing. So what we'll do, we'll meet at this cafe or bar at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock that night. All right, fantastic. I'll meet you there. So I pull up there. I walk there.
Yep.
Grab a spot. So I'm waiting on 2 more people. So they sit us up on this table, and the girls rocking. Nice happening little bar. It's it's a funky little vibe. Things are happening, and get a few drinks, and we're just chatting, and then I saw someone. I thought, hang on a minute. Someone who I thought, fuck, he's famous. I knew who it was. This is somebody. And we're in, because sometimes you'll see somebody and go, well, it can't be. They don't live in this city. Like, how can Michael Jordan be in Launceston in Tassie? That's not going to
It's unlikely.
It's unlikely.
It's unlikely.
But
I'll preface this little story by saying you're around at my place the day before you left.
Yeah.
And you said we're going to San Francisco. And I told my son Flynn that Evan's going where Steph Curry lives. And he was going, well, can Evan go and say hi to him or get his autograph? I said, it's a big city. It is a big city.
Yeah, and it definitely wasn't Steph Curry's Airbnb.
But, no, it wasn't Steph Curry. He's got a 3-bedroom Airbnb.
Yeah.
Sorry, as you were.
Right,
but
so
I was saying that's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
It's Flynn. It's insane. You wouldn't ever see anyone, a celebrity.
You're not going to see anyone from the Golden State Warriors, mate.
No.
Yeah, but I sent you a photo, didn't I?
Yeah.
I said, who was it?
Stephen Kerr.
Well, that is it, mate. Here I am. I'm having a beer, and at the corner, not the corner of my eye, I see this guy from side on. He's got the short back and sides.
Yep.
Blonde hair.
Yep.
He's got the look. I go, fuck me. Is that Steve Kerr?
Is this?
And then I'm thinking, I go, all right, we're out a little bit in the suburbs. Is Steve Kerr going to a place like this? It's just a bar. Would more people mob him? Or is Steve Kerr in San Francisco? It's like, oh yeah, there's Steve Kerr. Because sometimes he's not like a Hollywood celebrity.
No, but over there he would be
pretty
very
big.
well in that city.
That's what I thought. And he's there with his wife, and I go, fuck, I think that might be bloody Steve Kerr. So
It's funny, when you sent me the picture, I was like, because there's all these bits of paper, and I was thinking, oh, how's that? Like, it's the off season, and he's like, they're obviously looking. Is it house plans? Is it basketball plays they're looking up? And then I looked at it a couple of days later. I go, it's the fucking menu. They're at a they're at a restaurant. Like I was thinking, what are they looking up? Would they go there to look at house plans or?
yeah,
would
they'd probably just do that at their
Would
house.
they really be writing up? Oh, like there's a bit of me where I was like, he's fucking coming up with plays, even in his off time.
And
him
his
his
wife's
wife.
into it.
Yeah, he is. No wonder they're so good. No wonder he's such a good coach. He doesn't stop. And I
He's
was
at a
like,
restaurant
Yeah.
and he's drawing
Yeah.
up plays.
And then,
So,
it took like 2 days for the penny to drop. I was like, oh, it's a fucking menu.
there we go. So,
Hmm.
and I'm looking over and I whisper to the girls. I go, I think that's Steve Kerr. And they go, who's Steve Kerr?
I say,
You
get
know,
out of here, girls.
Get out of here. Piss off. Well, Kristen knew because she watched The Last Dance. I said,
Yeah.
you know that guy who bloody hit that shot for the Bulls? He goes, oh, yeah. And coach of the Warriors now.
Yeah, yep.
Yep.
3-time championship coach. I
Three-time
believe.
championship coach and 3-time Chicago Bulls NBA champion.
Jeepers.
So he's a man. He's a man. I'm looking at his
More
wife and I go, I know Steve Kerr looked like a bit of a nerd, but his wife, she's all right. She's all right. But there's something about it where I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure it's him. You know, where you start going, how tall would Steve Kerr be? And then I'm Googling photos of Steve Kerr. And the girls are sort of looking and they got to do the old, it's one of those don't look now ones. And they're sort of looking and they go, fucking don't make it too obvious. And there's just a part of me that I don't know. And then I'm Googling, then they go, Google Steve Kerr's wife.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
that's
Because
a good idea.
I'd never seen Steve Kerr's wife.
No, not many people have.
No, she's very recluse. Yeah, he usually locks her in the house, in the basement.
But
But
should have, maybe if you had, just walk past with a bin or something and say, oh, mate, just chuck that in the bin and see how he shoots.
Oh, I
He's a
could
great
have done that.
three-point shooter.
Yeah, maybe I should have scrumpled up a napkin and just sort
Yeah.
of thrown it to him. And then,
Yeah.
And then they go, hey, Stevie, pass it back to me. And if he
Yeah.
can't shoot,
Well,
that's not Steve.
No, but the fact that you called him Stevie, how he reacted to that would have also been
That would have been a big
a
one.
telltale sign.
Yeah, Mrs. Kerr.
Mm.
And if she doesn't say anything,
Something's wrong.
Yeah, but anyway, so we're Googling Steve Kerr's wife. And we sort of Google Steve Kerr's wife. And I don't know. It's not really checking out there.
So you're saying that wasn't him?
No, wait. So
Jumping the gun.
jumping the gun there, big boy. Bang. Went off too early. So Googling his wife and go, "Fuck, that doesn't look like his wife. His wife, no disrespect to this woman. His wife's looking pretty good. And this lady was looking good. I go, no. And then I'm going,
different.
Then I go, well, I don't know. Maybe how's Steve Kerr's marriage going?
Well, he's an NBA player. They don't.
He's a coach.
Well, he was a player.
He was a player.
And this is traditionally they don't have the greatest reputation.
No,
For staying with the one woman.
Steve Kerr.
He looks like a guy.
Maybe wasn't the guy who was, partying in all the clubs and got.
because he's white and he's got a
He's-
neat haircut. Is that what you're saying? Mate, he could have been doing blow off Shaq's dick for all you know.
I hope
He's-
so.
Everyone could have.
Yeah, everyone could
Oh,
have.
yeah, don't stereotype him.
Maybe
just 'cause he's
Steve
white.
Kerr was a nutcase and
fucking
he had
lunatic.
35 chicks on the go.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he's got a big. He was having a
Yeah.
big day every day.
Yeah, maybe
Big
he's not-
Steve.
Yeah. Steve the Stilt. Kerr.
Stumpy
Wayne Kerr. But, who knows?
Stumpy Steve.
I don't think it should be judging Steve because he is white and has a neat haircut.
No.
And had a fairly straightforward shooting style.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have been injecting needles into his bloody ball bag pre-game for all you knew.
I think he
Oh,
could have
double
been.
fucking
Jeez,
banger.
double whammy. Maybe it's a group message.
Probably
Anyway, so then I Google, is Steve Kerr divorced?
Yep.
And nothing really comes up there. So I'm going, fuck, maybe. Yeah, maybe this isn't Steve Kerr. So I thought, I've got to get to the bottom of this because I don't want to be hanging. Even if it isn't, if it is, and then I'm Googling, how tall is Steve Kerr? How tall, like you watch The Last Dance.
Yeah.
You've seen him on the sidelines of the Golden State Warriors. How tall do you reckon Steve Kerr is?
6'1".
He's 6'3".
Jesus.
He does not look like a 6'3", does he?
That's how big everyone else is
Yeah.
in comparison.
He looked like a little midget on the court. But you Google his height. He is 6'3", the big boy.
Yeah.
So
But he was sitting down in that photo.
He was
so
sitting
couldn't
down, but he
tell.
sort of walked over at one stage to chat to the people up the front, the concierge. Not really a concierge of a restaurant, but...
Do they yell out names? Could you have gone sort of over behind the counter and said, like,
Steve,
order for Stephen? And see if he looked around.
Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr?
Steve Kerr. Draymond Green's here. No, that wouldn't work. No. Anyway, so I'm getting to the bottom of this. And this is happening over like a half hour, 40-minute period. I'm really just not showing any attention to the girls. I'm just Googling.
So you're telling the story in real time. That's what you're saying.
Fucking hell, I drag him on. I'm trying to build it up.
No, you are.
I'm building it up.
I want to know, is it Steve?
All right.
You sent me a photo and I thought it was Steve Kerr.
Oh,
I showed my kids.
Yep. Did you?
I showed my wife. Oh,
Right.
yeah, I've showed everyone.
Oh, well, mate, wait till when the boys get the autograph from Steve Kerr.
That'll be from Tony Phillips, the guy who it actually was.
All right. So his wife, and I've had a few beers for him. His wife goes to the toilet and said, "Fuck this, I'm going up to Steve."
Well, they're going to fall into the toilet.
Yeah.
Fuck this, I'm following his wife into the toilet.
Hey, is your husband Steve Kerr? Can you get out of here? I'm trying to wipe.
do a piss.
So I go up. I tap him on the shoulder. I go, "Oh, excuse me, mate. Has anyone ever told you look like Steve Kerr?" And he goes, "Who the fuck is Steve Kerr?"
Bullshit.
A fucking pommy.
Oh.
He's a pommy.
What?
In my head, I go, there's something about him. From side on, he looked like Steve Kerr.
Well, I've told a lot of people that you met Steve Kerr. A lot of people. And I've showed them the photo and they couldn't believe it.
Mate, I've looked at that photo 35 times.
That's
I go,
Steve
that
Kerr.
is Steve Kerr. And that's the view I had. But then he'd turn around, I'd look at his face square on, I go, I don't think that's Steve Kerr.
Yeah, it could be different angles. Could
Yeah, and then when I went and spoke to him, and he said, "Who the fuck's Steve Kerr?" in an English accent. "Who the fuck is Steve Kerr?" I said, "Mate, Golden State Warriors." He goes, "Who's the Golden State Warriors?" I said, "Mate,
maybe
I'm showing him photos of himself."
So maybe because he's so big, Steve Kerr, he can't go out, and that's his tactic. He
acts like a pommy.
He puts on an accent. I know sometimes after a gig, people bail me up and go, "Are you Tom Siegert?" And I go, who Tom Siegert?
I knew you were going to go Chinese accent.
It's the only one I can do.
It's the only one you can do.
Minoro.
Do you have like one of those pointy Chinese hats?
Oh yeah,
the thing.
Yeah,
one of those things. Yeah. So I'm showing him photos, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I can sort of see it. So his wife comes back, and I'm showing her. I go, "Look, Steve Kerr, Golden State Warriors, Chicago Bulls."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, great. They had a good laugh. We had a good laugh, and I got a photo with him front on. It's still pretty close.
Yeah, it's close enough.
But he's a fucking short ass. He definitely wasn't 6'3". He had a weird, front on.
There's no way it was Steve Kerr.
No, it's not Steve Kerr.
Well, that's a letdown.
I was taller than him.
Yeah.
But that was...
that's not ideal.
But it was amazing, though, because like you said, if you're in Alabama or something, you go, well, that's definitely not Steve Kerr. Because I was in San Francisco, I'm like, this could be Curry.
Yeah.
And that photo, Jesus Christ.
That was Steve Kerr.
That was Steve Kerr.
That was Steve Kerr.
So I'll put the photos up on the Instagram, and you make up your mind. But anyway, so you hit me with some stuff, mate.
Well, I got a bit. I met. We share a hero in Mark Norman, but I thought I'd save mine Mark Norman stories for when you talk about when you went to the comedy in New York. So we'll sort of link that up.
Yep.
So I won't go there because that's the biggest thing that's happened to me because he's
the man.
He's my hero. So you got me to. There was plenty to talk about, but you got me to look after one of your gigs while I was away. While you're away at the
Notting Hill
Hotel with Tony Martin.
Don't you talk to me about stuffing up the
with
Alcatraz details,
mate? You've thought a fucking midget was Steve Kerr. So let's not. Anyway, so Tony Martin and Tony Martin is a legend of Australian comedy. It's fair to say. I was thinking about it. He's probably Australia's Jerry Seinfeld.
A bit of dirt and grass on you. On your beanie.
I'm a beanie.
Let's pull it off.
Thank you.
The grass.
So, anyways, and I'd never met him.
No.
I've never gigged with him. Always loved him. Loved it. All his shows. He's just a funny guy. So I was pretty excited about meeting him. So I'm emceeing, and it's a short, sharp night. So it's just myself.
I don't stuff around, mate.
You don't fuck around, especially midweek.
Yep.
So it's
School night.
Myself, Tony Martin, and
Bron Lewis.
And Bron Lewis. And it's a big green room, so I knew it's a private green room. I think there's going to be a fair bit of time just hanging out
with Tony
Martin. So I want to make a good first impression. And I was talking to a guy at work. I said, I'm going to be doing a gig with Tony Martin, and he goes, remember he was on that podcast, the Hamish Blake podcast. I was like, oh yeah, I fucking love that. And that's awesome. And we talked about it and how good he was on this podcast. Right. It was about parenting. And I said, mate, that's fucking perfect.
Does he have kids?
I'll get there. And anyway, I said, that's perfect. So anyway, so I've got there nice and early, set up the lights as you asked, and he's come in. G'day, mate. How you going, buddy? Rah, we haven't met. Having a chat. And I said, here we go. This is the big one.
First one off the bat.
I said, mate.
Done me research.
Mate, I loved when you did the podcast with Hamish Blake, the what other dads do. I said that, mate, that was it was absolutely brilliant. You had that saying, kids don't care about a view, and I said, mate, it's so true.
I say it to my kids.
Yeah, and
I tell other people's kids.
I said, mate, it's so true.
Tony Martin,
and
quote him,
and he goes, mate, I've never done a podcast with Hamish Blake. I said, yeah, the one about being a dad. And he goes,
I don't have kids.
He goes, I haven't got kids. And I said,
I'm a good actor though.
I said, I'll go, are you sure? Okay,
I've had the test done.
And we had a laugh because that was a stupid thing. So I said, are you sure? And I go, yeah. I go, hey, who the fuck? And I was like, did I even listen to it?
Was it Steve Kerr?
It was Steve Kerr. It was this pommy bloke that looked like Steve Kerr. And it was, and he was like, who would it have been? And I was like, I got no fucking idea. I was in my head. I'd listened to a podcast with fucking Tony Martin and Hamish, and it was not just something you listened to. It was one of the most inspiring things I've ever listened to.
Really?
Yeah, and it was really funny and insightful about being a dad.
And at the start, did they say, it's Hamish Blake here, I'm here with Tony Martin?
Well, obviously they didn't. And then, so I got home that night and I was like, I'm a fucking idiot. And it was fucking Rob Sitch.
They sort of could be similar.
Well, you'd put them in the same.
They're in the same category.
Yeah.
Sort of like Steve Kerr and that pommy bloke.
But it really.
That's not a great start.
It really took the wind out of my sails. I sort of had my tail between my legs after that.
It is tough.
Anything I said sort of lacked a bit of cred.
I think there's nothing worse though when you like go, yeah, you did this, and even that you question him a lot. You sure you're not a dad?
Yeah, you got to be a dad.
I think I'd know, Tom.
Yeah. So
yeah.
that was
all right.
That was
was
a real
it
kick in the dick.
something at the end? Did you go, see you later, Sitchy?
No, we had a bit of a
awkward.
Yeah, it wasn't great, but you're
gigging with him again tomorrow night.
Gigging with him again tomorrow night. So I'm looking for. I'll say it again. Okay, mate, loved you with that.
Yeah,
loved you in that podcast.
But when you did, what was the show where Sitch and that wrote? Where it was Frontline.
Oh,
Frontline.
I never watched that.
No, it was good.
Yeah, another quick one because that was short and sharp.
That's a good fuck up. That's classic Tommy.
That's vintage segue.
So, but even your mate, you got to bloody get stuck in him.
Oh no, he's fucking denying it. Hook, line and sinker. He's going, mate, I knew it was Rob Sitch. I was like, fuck off, you did.
Isn't it great where they throw you under the bus and then I reckon pull back out?
I reckon what happened, and I'm looking back now, I reckon I said, I'm doing a gig tonight with Rob Sitch. And that's how I reckon it fucked up. That's what
Rob Sitch hasn't done comedy ever in his life.
Because in my head,
doing a gig with him.
In my head, they're very similar.
Oh, they're very similar. Yeah,
mate. And this will take 1 second because this isn't even the next one I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is along the same line. Got in the car, fuck all car in the petrol last. Petrol in the car and the petrol in the car last night. So I said,
it is hard to. It is confusing working out
Yeah.
what's the car and what's the petrol.
oh, it's a nightmare. Yeah.
I kept carrying a tin of my car around.
They should write the names on it. Yeah.
Was there a number plate in the petrol
Yeah.
tin?
So I went and got I thought it's about 7 o'clock last night. I'm going to go fill up the car now, so I don't have to do it first thing in the morning because I want to start work early.
Yeah, great.
So I get in the car. It's dead as a fucking dodo. Nothing's working. Nothing's working. I could not even. There wasn't even enough battery to open the doors.
Really?
Yeah, so I couldn't. The horn wouldn't work, and I rang RAC. I rang that bloody.
What do you sort of need the horn for in the garage?
Well, I was seeing if anything. I was in the middle of the highway. No, yes, it was just, and I fucking rang RACV. I'm not even a member. I'm like, this is going fucking, this is
no
going to
good.
the dogs.
You hollered for a marshal.
No,
you were stuck on the train tracks.
But Mazda give you free roadside assistance.
That's good.
Yeah, really good.
We've got that with my car, Kia Cerato. Yeah, they've come up with the goods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So too, RACV, they're on the out. Although
they
end up, the guy that came around was RACV anyway.
Was he any good?
He was fantastic.
That's good because I had some shit ones.
Mind you, this might have been a fairly easy fix for him. He didn't have to be on the bloody Red Bull fucking racing team to sort this out.
Yeah.
So he's come out and he's going, mate, I said, what do you reckon's happened? Is there something wrong with the car? And he goes, I have seen this happen before. So what's happened is you've parked your car and you just haven't turned it off. you just got out of your car and went inside.
So it wasn't in the I wasn't trying to gash yourself in the garage.
No, I just got home and I was like, because I understand, when in the old days it would have been like,
oh yeah, the smoke blowing everywhere.
Cars are so quiet,
Oh,
and you
they
don't
are
turn
quiet.
the key anymore.
No, that fucks you. The keyless. That's what we had, the keyless on the car over in the States. And fuck, the number of times you walk out and you go, where the fuck are my keys? Oh, they're still in the car.
Oh, it's a fucking nightmare.
It's not good.
No, I don't mind turning. Was it that hard to twist your fucking wrist a
Well,
bit?
it was if
couple of degrees.
It was if you're missing a thumb.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's helped the thumbless, I guess.
Yeah. They say, yeah.
Yeah, but
That's tough.
and then my mind went back, and I remember I parked. The kids were going fucking crazy,
Mental.
and I was like,
They're
"Get
like-
out!"
they're looking at the
Fucking
photo
get
of
out.
Steve Kerr.
Yeah, they're going, "Dad, I can't believe Evo's
met Steve Kerr.
Okay,
Get
mate.
in there, you little fuckers.
Yeah. So that was something else. Well, I'll tell you.
All right, so how do you fix it? He just had to
just-
jumpstart you.
Well, he said, "Well, those cars with the touch start, the battery's about $450."
Ooh.
Yeah. So he goes, mate, we could jump start it, but he goes, mate, Mazda have already said they're paying for this. How about we just get you a new fucking battery? I said, mate, you're my kind of guy.
Yeah.
So got a new brand new $450 battery.
There you go.
Mind
So
you,
you're fuck
now
up.
I reckon he's just about to sell a $450 battery, second-hand battery on eBay.
Yep.
So he's probably done it for himself.
Yeah, he's done well.
Yeah, dodgy
Good on him.
cunt.
Yeah, good on him. Good on him.
So, I'll tell you the
Yep.
quick one I was going to say.
Yeah, great.
All right, so this did a big blokes luncheon down at how do we go? Maybe we go back and do one of yours. We go for time.
Oh, no, but mine dragged on a bit. So let's hear a bit of your
All right,
dulcet
so this is
tones.
another. So I've gone. This is a quick one. So I'm doing the big blokes lunch. I'm becoming a real regular on the big blokes lunch scene.
That's good, mate.
Yeah, no, they're
It's good to get in with them.
They're good gigs. And
You're a big bloke.
And so Dacos pulled out last minute, and I got
he
a fair
loves
few
pulling
jokes
out.
about prostate cancer and shit. So so they really go down well at these big blokes luncheons, which are to help awareness about prostate. Getting your prostate checked and so forth. So anyway, so I organised it, got Campbell Brown for him, got the Macedonia Marvel, Peter Dacos. But Dacos has pulled out last minute.
Last minute.
He's got I love the guy, but he's
He's got a bit
starting
of
to
a
get
habit.
reputation. Yeah.
But
But
maybe he
but that's
gets to the day and goes, Bairnsdale.
yeah, I think he might maybe get a gig worth a bit more. But that's the rep he's got. But anyway, so I've rung Tony Short, mate. He's up for anything. He's bang
He
up
loves
for anything. So he's doing that gig with you grand final morning.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, that's going to be a fucking
He's
ripper.
great, Shorey.
Yeah, he's a ripper.
He's going to hear the same jokes. But
Anyway,
he loves it.
You'll be hearing the same shit from him, and he'll do this to you. So fucking watch yourself. I think he'd done this to me before, but I didn't think it was that bad. So I told him I'm a Pies fan. I know everything about him. 1990 Premiership captain, and he's just legend of the game. So I got a bit of a build up for him.
Yeah.
An intro, because I'm the MC. I've got to introduce him. He's going to get up there and talk. And I'm having a chat with him, and so he saw my little intro there. And I don't go over the top. Some people carry on like a fucking pork chop.
Ridiculous.
They know who they are. I give them 3 or 4 main points and just say, but most importantly, great guy, and he's here for you. You're going to love him. But anyway, so he's seen that I had a few things written down. He said, mate, with your intro, can you pretty much just say nothing? Like, I don't like to be built up too much.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, no dramas. I said, so I'll just say you're a Collingwood legend. He goes, yeah, mate, that's fine. So anyway, all right, I calm everyone down. Fuck it, there's 500 people at this shindig, people everywhere. So
500 big blokes.
500 big blokes eating a lot. The lunch was great, but if you're a vegetarian, not a lot of fucking options.
No.
There was nothing.
No.
I think there might have been a jacket.
Few lettuce leaves.
There might have been nowhere. No lettuce.
No salad.
No salad. It was
okay.
sausages, steaks, and chops. And they did have the jacket potato where they cut it and you put a bit of sour cream in there.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
But you feel like you need something. It's getting a bit too much meat. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, got up, finally calmed everyone down, told a prostate joke. Everyone thought it was quite offensive considering the where we were. And they loved it. They love that sort of stuff.
They said, I love the finger up the ass.
Because there was this little...
Give me 2, I want a second
this little
opinion.
this little bloke that organised, he was an absolute legend. And I just said, just so everyone knows, like, he's been going around telling everyone that he's a doctor and he's sticking his fingers up people's asses. He's not qualified. He's just had a few beers, and he certainly stitched me up when I got here. And Zach got a bit
Turns
of a
out I do have prostate cancer, though.
So, all right, got everyone's attention. We all know this guy. Collingwood legend. Please put your hands together for Tony Shaw. Clap, 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 clap. Tony Shaw's got up. He's grabbed the mic and he's gone, fucking hell, Tommy. That's the shittest intro I've ever had. And I'm sitting sort of to the side where everyone can see me. I'm just sort of looking at him and he's going, how about fucking 3-time Collingwood best and fairest? How about bloody premiership captain, mate? How about bloody Collingwood team of the century, mate? How about that? And I'm just going, well, Tony, you did tell me not to say anything when you introduced me. And I don't have right of reply.
No, you got no mic.
And he's just fucking ribbing me. And everyone's laughing, going, oh, fuck, poor old Tommy's getting a fucking pasting down there. And I was like, well, great bloke, but geez, he can be a real fucking cunt.
The gig I did with him, he was emceeing it, so that was fine. So I think another one, I did one with him around this time last year, and
it's definitely his thing.
It's his thing.
But he really, because it got a big laugh early, and he really rode that wave. And I've seen him just say, a pretty shit intro, Tom, and, that gets a laugh. But he was just fucking roasting me. I was sitting there going, everyone's looking at me going, Jesus.
Yeah, fuck, I wish Dacos was here.
Yeah. Macedonian Marvel.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
there you go.
Tony Shaw, what a great guy, though.
Great guy.
Tough, jeez, he would have been tough.
Oh, he was tough as old... Bloody,
tough as the steaks at a big bloke's lunch.
Bloody oath, mate. Yeah. Were the steaks any good, or did they go the...
Nah, they
shit out.
Just cook the shit out of them.
Yeah.
But no, great. They raise a lot of money.
Oh, they do. They do. So that's good.
And awareness, because it can be blood tests these days, and that's what they try and stress. You don't need to get the digit up the shitter necessarily.
Yeah, that's right.
You can if you want.
You can if you want.
It's not required.
No. So, good stuff, mate.
Yeah.
Very good stuff.
All right, back to little...
anyway.
Back to USA.
All right,
USA.
So USA. So we're in San Francisco, and I'm a bit down. Well, I'm not really down because Steve Kerr... It wasn't him. But that's fine. But then our next... the next leg of the trip... we're flying out to Charlotte. Charlotte, North Carolina. Down south.
So what was that on the list?
It's a weird one. Everyone goes, all right, you've got San Francisco, you're going to Washington, New York. Why the fuck are you going to Charlotte? That's a good question.
Yep.
It's a good question.
The Hornets. They're not even a team anymore, are they?
I don't know. I don't know. New Orleans Hornets, are they? I don't think Charlotte have a team. No. Yeah, but anyway, so years ago, 2000 and might have been 2008. Kristen, she studied at Greensboro, the University of Greensboro, in North Carolina.
Okay.
Now that's where Jordan went to. No, it wasn't.
No, he didn't
Greensboro.
go there. No.
It was. Yeah. Well, what was the bloody? What was the one he went to?
North Carolina.
Yeah, he went to North Carolina.
Yeah.
So that's where Kristen. She was on another campus, but yeah, she studied there for 6 months.
Yep.
And one of her favourite shows, I think I mentioned on one of the episodes, was One Tree Hill.
Oh yeah, yep. No, you
Yep.
did mention that. So you've gone there for One Tree Hill.
We've gone there. We spent 2 nights in Wrightsville Beach, which is a beautiful beach,
Yeah.
but on the east coast. And I think it's a beach where, like, you never would have heard of Wrightsville if you're from Australia or Europe. So I think it's just one of those ones where Americans go there.
Yeah, yeah.
Americans go there for their holidays.
Like, say, a lawn. Other people would have heard of your Bondi Beach and the Manleys and the Gold Coast, the big ones. But people are still going to your lawn and your...
Yeah, not your lawn. They've just got the
your
big,
lawns
they've got
and
the big towers.
Your lawn.
Yeah.
Your lawn?
Yeah, they've got the big towers, the big coal towers or whatever.
Your lawn.
Your lawn.
I've never been to your lawn.
It's down Gippsland.
Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't stress about going to your lawn.
Not many tourist attractions down Gippsland.
Nah, not much. No, there's some nice beaches if you go further on. No, it gives a nice beef down in Gippsland.
Yeah, good beef.
Yeah, great beef.
Good beef.
Great beef. Good stuff for the big bloke's lunch.
Which was in Bairnsdale.
There you go. Yeah, Bairnsdale.
Which is down that way.
Down Gippsland Way.
Yeah.
So, hello to everyone down Bairnsdale and Gippsland.
Yep.
So anyway,
God's country.
God's country, mate. So we fly in. We fly into Charlotte, and then what we're doing from there? Like, how do you get there? What's going on? Because you said you went overseas. You went to the States. You didn't. How'd you get around? What'd you do?
Well, it was definitely pre-Uber when we were over there. Last time I was over there, it was a bit of Ubering. I don't know. Fucking Uber?
Mate, hired a car.
Unreal.
And yeah. Hiring a car. Good on you, buddy.
Yeah, but in another country, other side of the road,
It's
steering
different,
wheels,
different.
You got a few fucking bullet holes in the side of the car.
That's
It's different.
it.
Things are different over there.
It's different, mate. It's different.
And
So
that's the thing. It's the same, but it's different.
It's
and that's what
different.
makes it special.
That's what
That's what
makes
makes travelling so special.
Well, it is. It's just the other side of the road. But I'm on the left side of the car.
Yep.
And we did have options for cars. So there was, your Kia Cerato. There was your Ford Bronco or whatever.
Yep.
Whatever. Kristen said, well, coming in at the same price as all these shit cars is the Ford Mustang.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah, mate. Is there anything cooler than a redhead in America with the roof down, top down, driving a Ford Mustang?
Nothing.
Nothing gets that cool. So I think we've got this overnight flight from San Francisco to Charlotte. I've had fuck all sleep, about 2 hours sleep. I'm
How
fucked.
long is that flight?
What's that?
How long is that flight?
Oh, that flight might have been 4 or 5 hours or something because it was because it's West Coast to East Coast.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're zigzagging all over the states. And
Big joint.
That's fucking massive.
I got a bus from one side to the other. I've told you that.
Yeah.
It took 4.5 days.
Fucking hell.
4.5 days I sat on a bus
Jesus.
24 hours a day. But look, this isn't about my trip. This is about yours. But that was fucked.
That's fucked. Well,
I didn't take my socks off for 7 days.
Jesus Christ.
I look like fucking Astro Boy. My ankles. I had no ankles by the end of it. I took my shoes off. I was, where are my fucking ankles? I had no ankles.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
That was
it's
a
nothing
mess.
worse. Oh, it's just, we're going without a shower and all that. That's horrific.
Oh,
That's horrific.
and I'd eaten nothing but Macca's, Hungry Jack's, or KFC for 5 days.
Oh, fuck. That's,
Shit was putrid.
oh, it's bad.
Anyway,
So.
you're a little bit more organised.
Oh, well, Kristen is.
Well, not really.
I
She
would-
got her first accommodation. She fucked that
She
up.
fucked that up. Yeah. Well, she fucked something else up later on as well. So, and that's why you don't be the organiser. It's easier to sit back and criticise when someone's organising it all.
No, it's the best of both worlds. Because if they do everything right, you get
That's why I left it to you,
you
but
get a perfectly organised
No,
trip, and you
yep.
don't have to do anything. If they fuck it up, you get the joy of just pointing out every little fuck thing that they've cocked up.
Yep.
Oh, here we
yeah.
go. What's this?
Oh, what's this?
Oh, I'd go-
fucked up.
I'd go and do a piss, but our fucking landlord's in there taking a dump.
Cleaning his 1-year-old's fucking nappy. Anyway, we got the car, and I'm coming off fuck all sleep. I'm a bit, but I think I've got to be on the ball. Like, I know it's just driving on the other side of the road, but like things are different. Different side of the car, you fucking don't know what's going on.
Well, it's a little detail, but it's a fairly major detail. The other side of the road, like you get that wrong, and we got a situation.
We do have a situation, and we caught up with friends Noons and Adam, who they've just had a baby. They're over in Virginia Beach, so we stayed with them and they've got a. If you go to the States, here's a little tip for everyone.
Yep.
So you think, how's it all work? Because it is easy, like to just go, all right, I'm on the left side, but if you turn left, sometimes. Yeah, you sort of turn left. You go, oh, fuck, I've got to go over there. I've got to go on the right side. So it's like the tap. Lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So if you're going left, you go loose. So because you've got to go over to the right side. You're sort of making sense. You're putting yourself in the car.
Yep.
Okay, is it making any sense?
Well, you don't go lefty-loosey. We go lefty-loosey.
No. So you're in the
if
right.
we approach a roundabout, we go left.
No. So if you're at an intersection, if you turn a corner, if you're going left, you sort of go loose because you can't righty-tighty. If you're going right, you got to turn tight because you're going the right lane.
No, that's
very
confusing. I would say we go clockwise, they go anti-clockwise.
No, if you turn them right, righty-tighty because you got to turn tight. If you turn left, you don't have to turn as tight, so it's loosey.
Mate, I reckon just...
Anyway, at one stage I went right and I went fucking real loosey. And I've ended up on the other side of the fucking road. Lucky no cars were coming.
Yikes.
But anyway, so...
There's a classic old joke about... rang me, mate. Have you heard this one?
No.
He goes, my mate rang. I was talking to a mate the other day. No, how's it going? Hang on. We'll get this. This is good. This is good. This is good. An old bloke at the footy club told me this. This might be an old one. But he goes, I was talking to... My mate rang me the other day, and he was on the highway. And
his name was Rob Sitch.
Hey, how's this go? And I was at home watching the news.
Did he ring you? Or what, did he knock on the door?
And I was talking to my mate.
Yeah.
And I saw a bit of shit going on in the news. And I said, mate, where are you? And he goes, I'm heading to your joint now on the highway. And I said, well, just be careful because there's a lunatic driving on the wrong side of the road. And he goes, one of them? There's fucking hundreds of them. That's all right, isn't it?
That's good.
That's not bad.
Good.
There was a tough build-up. But
tough build-up. The delivery maybe... No, it was good. Well done.
Once I got on a roll,
No, you did well. You did well. So, and mate, if you want to start if you're a couple that never fight, if you want to start a fucking argument, go to a country, go to America, hire a car where you got to drive on another side of the fucking road, and you got one person directing because we couldn't hook up the phone to the Bluetooth because
so you got the old America ways out.
Oh, mate, they gave us
Charlotte ways.
They gave us the old Chawas or the Charways. No, they gave us this fucking laptop sort of tablet thing, and that sort of you had to charge that up and use that, which was good. But a few times Kristen was directing. I said, I think I would have been better off having Stevie Wonder fucking directing me. So, so there are a few things there, a few little, all right, go here, go there. I said, where the fuck am I going, and I'm coming off no sleep. I'm driving on the right-hand side, and she's,
it's not great.
And the other thing is you're a very cautious driver. So, it's 50 miles, and I'm doing 55. And she said, slow down, I don't want to. Shut up.
Did you ever say,
shut up.
Do you want to drive?
I reckon if you had to give me $1 for every time that I said happy for you to drive if you want, I reckon I'd have $150.
US?
US, good conversion.
Fuck yeah,
good conversion. So anyway, but we drove the 4 hours down to Wrightsville, and the reason we're going to Wrightsville is because of this One Tree Hill. She wanted to go see One Tree Hill. It's the show she loved. Brings back great memories and just it's a bit like Friends or Rom for me.
Yeah.
Real nostalgic and just loves it.
Well, it sounds a bit ridiculous, but how many Poms came over to Melbourne and did the
Neighbours
tour?
Yeah. A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. They went out to Glen Waverley and checked it out. So that was Thursday. We rocked up there, and Friday was the big day. And they didn't run. They don't run tours anymore because the show hasn't run for about 20 years.
And no one gives a fuck about it.
No one cares.
Yep.
No one fucking cares anymore. So you got to do your own tour.
Yep.
So she's printed out the map. She's
the-
got everything circled of where the houses are.
Yep.
Of all the stars, all the actors, all this and that. I go, all right.
Jesus, this sounds like a living hell.
It's fucked. But, I'm going to be doing a lot of comedy or going to a lot of comedy in New York. So
You've had your fun. You've been to Alcatraz.
I've had me fun.
You've seen the
I
50
went to
heads of
Alcatraz.
showers.
I've smelt the birds at Alcatraz. I'm living, baby.
Yep.
I'm living.
You've had your fun. Now it's
I've
time
seen
to go
Steve
to
Kerr.
one shit hill.
That's fucking. There's more than one tree. I'll give you the fucking. It's very leafy there. It's beautiful.
What do they call one tree?
I don't know. But
I've never heard of the show. Sounds shit.
it was one of those it was in
Like
the
Dawson's Creek. That's
in
what
the
I'm
genre
picturing.
of a Dawson's Creek.
Party of Five. I love Party of Five.
Yeah, there was one. I ate somewhere where they filmed a bit of Dawson's Creek. I think Charlotte, that North Carolina. It's got a real southern family vibe. So,
Joey or Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Joey, who?
Was it Joey on Dawson's?
Oh, Joey. Yeah.
Was
What
it
was
the
her
girl?
name? What was her name?
was Joey.
Joey. It might have been Joey. Jennifer Love Hewitt was good.
Well, she was the cat's pajamas.
She was. Yeah.
Remember, because that girl from Dawson's, she got Tom Cruise for a bit. And I saw a photo.
Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
There we go.
She was saw her when she was with just broke up with Tom Cruise there. One of those.
How'd she look?
She had a big cold sore. Looked like she's been shot in the face. She didn't look real flash. She looked a bit run down. I think Tom's,
Tom could be a bit maybe
bit
hard to live
Bit
with.
of hard work.
Yeah.
Jumping on the couch every day going, you just trying to have your breakfast. He's skidding in his socks.
He's asking you, show me the money every
Show
day.
me the money.
Show me the money. I said,
It's
that's
over
all
on the-
your
it's
money,
over on the
fucking
camera.
Tom. Your wallet's over
there.
there, cockhead.
The truth? You can't handle the truth. That wasn't him, was it?
No. I'll be back.
I am
Get
your
to
father.
the chopper. Get to the chopper. He was great.
Oh, yeah, he was good.
He was good. He's
Yeah,
so
he'd be a
diverse.
real fucking nut job, I reckon.
Yeah, real nut job.
Put your
Well,
manners back in.
Yes.
That was him.
Put your manners back
Put your
in.
manners back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, real
Yeah.
cockhead.
Who did he say that to? It was some Aussie chick,
Uh,
wasn't it? Grimshaw?
Oprah?
No,
No,
it wouldn't have
he
been
wouldn't have said it to
Oprah. He
Oprah.
wouldn't have said to Oprah. Not
She would
the-
have told him to put his manners
Yeah,
back in.
going, fuck you, Tom. Get off the table.
Yeah, but Katie Holmes, she really looked like she'd had a tough week hanging out with that dickhead. Cold sores and
Cold
big
sores.
dark rings under her eyes.
Yeah.
Might not have been her. Could have been Stephen Kerr.
Good mate, Steve Kerr. Who the fuck's Katie Holmes? I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, so we're driving around, we're doing it all. It's all happening. We've seen the diner where they ate. We've
Awesome.
gone to the houses.
Unreal.
Yeah, it was good. I loved it though. It was good because she really enjoyed it. But
Yep.
and then we went into the main street of Wilmington and we did a few laps there. And she said, "Oh, just go back and see this, do that." And
Yep.
at one stage, I pulled over because she saw a One Tree Hill merchandise shop.
Unreal. Yeah, good.
That's good.
That's money well spent.
That's money well spent. I mean, when you're basically paying double for everything,
Yep.
why wouldn't you want to go spend?
Why wouldn't you get shit that you're never going to use for the rest of your life?
You're never going to fucking wear again.
No.
So, but anyway, so I said, no worries, babe. What I'll do, I'll park. I parked.
You go in, I'll fuck off, and I'll see you in New
I'll
York.
fuck off. I'll see you in the Big Apple. So she's walked in.
Yep.
And I said, all right, babe, because so you got no phone reception.
No.
Got no phone reception. I think we had about, we put some money in the meter. We had about 17, fucking 10 minutes on the meter. I said, no, we'd parked earlier. Sorry, fuck this story.
Well, I don't think anyone really cares
No one really gives
how
a
long
fuck.
your meter had.
No one does.
It's not. I think it's an important part
Meter
of the story.
spelled METER as well. It's crazy.
Whew, it's the little things that make a holiday so
That's
exciting.
it. So we've got about 7 minutes on the meter. So I said, what I'll do, babe, she goes in the merchandise shop. I walk down to the car just so no one books us. She said, all right, it'll be fine. It'll be 5 minutes. I said, fantastic. That's great. That is great. She'll buy something.
Yep.
She'll come back all good. So anyway, so I walk back up to the Mustang.
So she's walked in. The guy's about to hang that out of business sale because they haven't had a customer for 15 years. Is this still open? Oh, what? We haven't had a customer for over a decade. Well, I'll fucking clear this joint out. What's the dollar value here? Well, we're currently getting 63 cents for Aussie dollar or whatever. That makes no sense, but anyway.
No, it does.
He wouldn't be doing the conversions.
No, he wouldn't be. He doesn't care. He's not. So I'm back at the car and I'm fucking around because we hadn't put the roof. It was a convertible, Mustang convertible. So I'm fucking around. So I put the roof down. I sit there like a flog. Go, hey, this is all right. This is okay. Okay. I put it back up. I go, all right. This is fucking pretty cool Mustang. So all right, about 10 or 15 minutes has gone by, and I thought, what I'll do, just so she can see me, so I'll go wait up on the corner of the street, the main street where she was. She was probably about 300 metres down there. Okay. Just to make sure, just because, as I said, she's not great with directions.
No.
Like I said, Stevie Wonder would have been better.
As we've said before, they're the superior race.
Yep.
But it's definitely that they're not perfect.
They're not perfect.
They can't pack shit.
Well,
their directions
Kristen sort of can. Yeah.
Hopeless.
They're hopeless, yeah. So I thought, just in case she goes the wrong way.
It's called a nav man for a reason.
It's not called a nav woman.
If you had a nav woman, you'd be fucking...
Sorry to all the female listeners. That was...
You'd be lost.
Yeah.
You'd be doing circles. You'd be crashing into shit. You'd end up at one... Can I go to New York City? Okay, we'll go to One Tree Hill souvenir shop. No, I said New York City. One Tree Hill souvenir shop. Hill. Turn left in... All right, obviously, if you're in America. Anyway.
Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Nav woman.
All right, nav woman. So we're up on the corner, and by now about 20 minutes has gone past. I go, what the fuck? What's going on? He gets about 25 minutes. I go, I reckon she's walked the wrong way.
Yeah.
I reckon she's walked the wrong way. But I'm like, I've got no phone. I can't ring her. There's no Wi-Fi. I'm not turning my data on to try and find my wife. I'm not blowing $200 on a phone bill to try and find my wife.
No.
So I'm starting to get a bit, what the fuck's going on here? She must have walked out and she can't find the car. The bearings and the directions are all over the joint. So what I did, I went over to the other side of the road and I'm sort of walking. So I've got a bit of a visual on, because it might be easy to walk past her, but now I've got a view. So I walked down to where the merchandise shop is. I haven't seen her.
You got to stay put in a situation like
That's what I'm stressing about.
Because Rule 101.
What if she goes back to the car and I'm not there? Then she panics and then what happens?
You got to stay put. But
I thought that, but we were 25 minutes down.
What if you can't have two people staying put?
You can't.
They'll never find each other.
Because otherwise you stay there for 3 weeks until someone goes, are you going to get out of this shop? Hey, mate, you're going to get away from this Mustang?
You got a lot of parking tickets.
So I've got a bit going on in my head. Because I'm like, she's all over the shop. I don't know. I've got no Wi-Fi. So I end up, I'm risking it. I'm going back to the merchandise shop. And I walk in there and I look at her. She's fucking not in here. I go, Jesus Christ. Now I'm starting to panic a bit.
Yes.
I go, now, I know we've only been married for a bit over a year. I still want to keep my wife.
Yeah, you've seen enough American true crime films to know that good-looking ladies like your wife go missing.
In full One Tree Hill kit.
Yeah, go missing.
Fucking oath they do.
Very regularly.
Listen to a lot of case files.
Guys like you never go missing.
No, don't go missing at all.
Tend to remain untouched.
Yeah, so I'm in here. Fuck, the heart starts skipping a beat.
Yep.
I go, fuck, she's not in here. So I said to the assistant behind the counter, Kristen was wearing a pretty, it was a red dress. Like you would have gone, lady in red. So she would have stood out.
Yep. And she was Aussie.
And she was Aussie.
And she was the only person been in the shop.
Only person been in the shop for 20 years. Yeah. So I think they'd remember her.
Yeah. Yep.
So I say to the attendant, I said, oh, sorry, guys. My wife was in here earlier. She was wearing a red dress. Did a lady with a red dress, did she leave? And I just hear this, Evan? I go, what the fuck? She's hidden it. She's standing in front of the mirror. She's got 2 One Tree Hill things. She's holding them in both hands. She's got this look on her face like, I need help. Oh. She goes, I need your opinion. I said, here's my opinion. Get out of the shop and get back to the fucking car. I said, what have you been? No, I didn't say that, of course. I was happy to see her. I'm like, what have you been doing? She said, I need help. I can't choose what I want to buy. I go, buy it all.
You're not
I
going to wear
don't
any of
care.
it. Buy the fucking... Buy the
shop.
Buy the mat. Buy the poster. You're not going to use any of it when you get back.
I said,
buy the cheapest shit.
I said, I was bloody worried about you. She said, I know. I said, you said you were going to be 5 minutes. It's half an hour. I'm at the car. I'm stressing. I've got no phone. And
if you've got an agreed time, you've still got to stick to the agreed time. And then maybe go back later, but you've still got to.
I know. So it was a bit stressful there for a bit, but she apologised and she said, I'm sorry. And she did end up buying something, so that was great. But I went back. No, she did. Oh. She did. But I went back to the car and 20 minutes later, she rocked up with a bag full of shit. And, so that was...
If you want to check it out, go down to Vinny's. It's already down there. Because what she hasn't done, she hasn't adjusted.
No.
She hasn't adjusted to life without a telephone.
No.
You've got to go back... You've got to go back 20 years to live in life. If you...
I'll meet you on the corner.
If you meet someone, you got to fucking meet them.
You got to be there.
You got to meet them or something's wrong.
Yeah.
She's still living in this bloody fairy tale of, I'll just shoot him a text.
Well, and I think she still thinks she's in One Tree Hill where, they'll probably, it's all fairy tale land.
Oh, One Tree Hill's over. It's over the Tree Hill.
It's over. This is 2023. We're in North Carolina, man.
Yeah.
Like, you got to come back to the car at the set time. But
she's a One Tree Dill. That's what she is.
She is. But, yeah. So that was just a little thing. But So we did that. We and the next day we'll finish it up.
We'll see how we're going for
finish
time.
We're out of time
because we look at that.
Yeah, that's an hour.
Bloody hell.
So that's
and that's
we'll
Australian
finish on
time.
that. We'll finish on that.
Yeah.
So and then because what we're going to have to do because you're going away.
Yeah, so we're going to have to record another one.
We're going to have to record another one. So, and we've got a bit of it. I mean, maybe the One Tree Hill story stopped a bit of the momentum.
No,
but we'll come back.
On it. I think, I don't think we wouldn't.
I think Nav Woman was good.
Nav Woman was
One
nice.
Tree Dill.
One Tree Dill was clever.
One Tree Dill was great. I reckon that's the name of the...
I reckon we've got a fair few listeners out there that would have been big One Tree Hill fans.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think of those, especially your sort of farmer sort of blokes.
Yeah, I reckon they would have really loved it.
Yeah.
And you look at the live episode and you think, I reckon Pickles might be a One Tree Hill guy.
Oh yeah. Pickles, he'd be... Listening to this, he'd be Googling what the fuck is One Tree Hill right now.
That's
the only tree Pickles got is a bloody dope plant in his backyard, I reckon. Pickles. There you go, Pickles.
Pickles.
He's a good man.
He's up in...
he's gone to Cairns.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
He has. So,
to live?
No, I think it's just up there for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, so good luck with that.
Yeah, hope you're going well up
Hope
there.
it's going well,
Pickles is a
mate.
good man.
Sweating. You'd be sweating up there.
Bloody oath. Yeah, good move, Pickles. It's fucking freezing down here.
It's freezing down here. But anyway, that's... so jump on the YouTube. Jump on the Instagram. I'll put all the stuff up from the trip.
That picture of Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr.
One Tree Hill. I wouldn't mind seeing the picture of the
One
T-shirt
Tree Hill
or whatever the fuck it is.
I'll put a heap of that stuff up. That'll be that'll really get a few likes.
Oh yeah, we bought a machine for the Patreon with 3 plugs, 3 microphones, so I could interview people. I don't think we've taken it out of the box yet. So that's something
about a year ago we had 2 interviews on there,
but we didn't use that machine.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, remember we went round to Matt O'Neill's joint?
Oh, yeah.
And it only had a half an hour of memory or something.
Oh, we couldn't work it, could we?
Yeah, so we have done 2.
Who was the other one?
Goxie. Remember Goxie?
Yeah.
Aaron Gox? At the Bayswater Park Cricket Club or something?
We interviewed... Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
Fuck it, hell, mate. How bad is your memory?
Not great.
Anyway, so jump on the Patreon. It's been a bit quiet, obviously, while I was away. So we're going to chuck the celebrity head thing up.
Oh, yeah.
That was big.
That was funny. I thought of another funny thing we could... A little game, and this might be Sandra Sully with the late news here, but a game people have been playing is What Would You Rather? Oh, no, that's not it. They named 2 things.
Oh, no, it's Rock or a Hard Place.
That's not it.
Oh, isn't it like where you got to see... Hang on.
No. So basically they say, what would you rather? Like, be stuck in a shitter, be stuck in a toilet.
For a year.
Or
you got to eat a shit for one day or something. eat one
Yeah,
shit.
I'm not sure.
Something like
I'm not
that.
sure if that's one of them. That seems pretty extreme.
Well, then you can make them up yourself, though.
No, would
can't
you rather like? Yeah, but there are ones, and you've got to say, well, yeah. Anyway, so I thought we could maybe.
Yeah, we can maybe
Alright,
do that.
yeah.
I mean, if that's a little taster of it,
Yeah,
it would go well.
I think we're about to see a little spike in Patreon after that little dick tease. That was woo. All right.
Ooh, yeah.
So-
All right. So we'll be back. Jump on the Patreon.
And
It is hot.
Often, yes, stuff that you don't hear on this, like when Evan, little bits of his trip, like when he does buys a little handgun.
Ooh, yeah.
And
Put that up there.
yeah, and
It's good.
shoot someone.
Sucked off a bloke in San Francisco.
While he held a gun to his head.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Put the gun down.
But we can't talk about that.
No, not on the regular.
No, so that's all Patreon sort of stuff.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
all right, well,
All right.
that's
All right.
All right.
See you later. That's
Yeah,
that's
that's,
an episode of Good Banter.
Oh, good banter.
that's a good thing.